Today we're going to learn how to compare and order unit fractions. First, we must have a good understanding of what a unit fraction is. A unit fraction is any fraction with a numerator of 1. For example, 1/10, 1/2, 1/5, and 1/1 are all examples of unit fractions because they all have a numerator of 1. It is quite easy to compare these fractions to figure out what is greater and what is least. When we look at unit fractions, the equal parts of the whole have different sizes. In the fraction 1/10, because there's a denominator of 10, there are 10 equal parts in the whole. In the fraction 1/5, there are 5 equal parts of the whole. Here we can quite easily see which is greater and which is less. Tenths are clearly smaller than fifths. So 1/10 is less than 1/5. A great general rule to make is the more equal parts there are, in the case of 1/10, 10 being more than 5, the smaller the parts are. So let's try this again with 3 different unit fractions. So we have 3 fractions here. We have 1/8, 1/4, and 1/3. I can tell you right away, because of my general rule, the more equal parts there are, the smaller the parts are, I see my fraction with the most equal parts is 1/8. So I know right away that 1/8 is the least because 8ths are smaller than thirds and fourths. I also can tell you right away that 1/3 is the greatest because thirds are greater than fourths. If this is a little tricky, there is another strategy you can try. You can model each of these fractions in order to get a really good visual of the fractions. So 1/8, I split up into having 8 equal parts. So 1/8 would look something like this. 1/4 has 4 equal parts. So my fraction would look something like this. And 1/3 has 3 equal parts. So my fraction would look something like this. Very clearly, I can see from the shaded in yellow that this fraction is the least, this fraction is in the middle, and this fraction is the greatest. Now, it's your turn. I would like you to try this strategy and order the unit fractions from least to greatest. We have 1/7, 1/9, and 1/6. Remember our rule, the more equal parts there are, the smaller the parts are. You can try modeling, or you can try applying this rule to what you know about these fractions. Let me know in the comments how you do.